Good morning, guys. Welcome to another episode in the Trade for a Living podcast, where we're looking at daily trade setups to earn that stable in our wallet. So let's quickly take a quick recap of where we were and what was said in Tuesday's stream. So we were looking at short-term bullish and for BTC, and we actually managed to get a couple of nice moves out of Bitcoin in the Discord. Our Ethereum sell zone missed, and our Solana sell is still moving along swiftly. So happy with what I'm seeing in the market. So let's have a look at what the day means and why I'm saying that there's a potential trap, and now is the time to act. That's the big thing for today. So if we've got a clean BTC chart here, and I'm going to scale this over to the daily time frame, I just want to quickly bring your attention to the following. Okay, we had a really fast move. Okay, and the key is that when it's fast, it won't last. But also, when it's fast like that, critical support areas will inevitably get tested at some stage. So we had massive support around these ranges. So anything from a 59 all the way to a 62 could, for on a daily time frame, still be an area where the market is going to move a little bit lower. So we do have a larger picture scenario where we're still seeing a little bit more upside. But for now, heading over to the 4-hour time frame, I think it's important that we look at what the technicals is giving us now. And at the moment, we still have this bearish pivot sitting right here at the bottom. You can clearly see there, boom, a nice bearish pivot there. So what do I mean by that? The market is not giving us a higher high, but the RSI is retracing. So it is showing weakness from the bull's perspective. And at some stage, the bears will typically take control over the market again, which means if we start looking at the liquidity side of things, there might be a little bit of a bearish squeeze still coming our way. So short term, we might still see a little bit more bullish movement for today. But if you're trying to build that 4-hour swing position, the direction is still to the bearish side, because I think after this liquidity is taken over, the predominant trend, which is clearly still bearish, will take hold of BTC's price and smash us down to bring price back into these lows. So if you want to be trading, the direction that you need to consider is still to be that of the bear. Be on the side of the bear, not the side of the bull. At this stage, it's going to pay you better. Okay. I want to quickly have a look at the Dixie with you guys real quick. Now, we know that the Dixie and BTC is typically inversely correlated. So when the Dixie dumps, Bitcoin pumps, and when the Dixie pumps, Bitcoin dumps. And we had a scenario where Dixie, the Dow Jones, the S&P 500, everything was retracing simultaneously, as well as Bitcoin. So the market is a little out of whack, and as a result of that, we had a spike in the VIX, so the volatility index. So the craze is now out of the way, in a sense, so the common sense needs to probably come back and reclaim. So with the VIX pulling back like this is actually a really bearish sign, which means that we might have a shift in momentum, and we might see long term, and I mean from a trader point of view, holding a swing for maybe 2 to 3 weeks, a scenario where you're going to see bearish movement as this is slowly going to start consolidating, and the fact that we've had this shakeout. So the fact that this is happening, I would almost say that this is more of a bullish sign than a bearish sign. We have a scenario where you can clearly see, if we start looking at the with Dixie in relation to these pivots, it's not very far where we're going to start experiencing hidden bullish divergence. And remember, this thing is still trending up long term. So you need to take the hidden bullish divergence seriously. Okay, so that means that we have this gap here at 108, and there's nothing stopping price to the Dixie to move into this area and potentially then bringing our Bitcoin down to lower targets for the hodl core crowd, as I've, typically as I share on the main YouTube stream later during the day. Okay, so hunt short. Now let's have a look at some altcoins that could potentially be bringing us some real good gainers. So I'm going to go to the 15-minute time frame now, because we have this, we've done our majority analysis. We kind of know where we are big picture. And you can see that the altcoins are supporting it. Ethereum's already showing you an insane amount of weakness by the fact that we've got this hidden bearish divergence. So should you want to be trading, say, a neckline breakout or something like that, you could definitely see price move back down into these areas. So for those thinking that, yeah, let's maybe make the TA a little bit more professional, what I can do is I can just zoom in and say that the rule as always is 50% of the candle that makes the higher high, that's normally the buy. So I see Ethereum moving into a specific zone like this. So while it's there, why not short it on its way into that trajectory? There, my English, trajectory. There's the right G. XRP really had an insane pump. Now, this brings us to that, if it's fast, it won't last. So I'm really excited about taking an XRP short, and and you should do the same. So expect price to literally go and test this area here as well. This was, for the lack of a for long-term resistance. It's now annihilated that. But if you think about this and we start going through the various indicators, you'll see that I think the Ikimoku cloud shows it the best, where you can see that volume is dissipated, momentum is to the downside, and we're consolidating, and there's a very thin layer of support. So if you're betting on the short player, there's insane gap of volume there. So price is always going to want to go into that gap there. And it's that fear that I will be grabbing for a long, should the market give me that setup. So for now, the direction is try and short this. Use your technical, your TA, hunt for the short rather than the long, because this is a high probability play. If we head back and we start looking at the Bollinger Bands, and you can see that the Bollinger Bands are narrowing. So if there's only one thing that you want to use from the Bollinger Band, it is once there's a narrowing within the band, that's when big moves occur. So the fact that the band is narrowing means that, yet again, there's another big move coming your way. So the alts will potentially go test their lows. And funny enough, when we bounced, some of the alts had really good gains, XRP being one of them. So I would rather want to be shorting in that direction. Okay. When we look at this from a moving averages point of view, those using moving averages will say, well, yes, if it tests this area, it would be good. And we're below the support line. So your 20 MA in this instance, it's fair to assume that any resistance, once price moves in this area, retail is going to abandon ship, because they will be expecting price to go and bounce on this 100 or 200. Therefore, it's almost like a no-brainer if price gets into that area, that would be a good area to start taking profit, so you can hold this short swing for a long time. I mean, that's a nice 11%. If you 10x that on a position, that's 100%. That's doubling your account in one trade. That's how nice that could be. Short-term wise, if we look at the moving averages now, it's a 20, a 50, and 100. You can see that we're about to start flipping momentum. Now, your 50 is your momentum, your 100 is your trend, and your 20 is your support for price. So for this stage, everybody's losing confidence in the fact that price is losing support. So once that flips over, your momentum should start dying down, and that's when the trade should start taking effect. So that's everything that I wanted to share with you guys for today. So hunt the shorts. Here's a few good ones. XRP is a really good one. And maybe as a last one, if you zoom in, I think Solana can also definitely go and retrace and fill this gap. Expect price. The divergence already there, guys. Any more high side will have strong bearish divergence as well. Expect price to find a reason to go back to 120. And that's what you want to be shorting. You want to try and hit the trade and trade in that direction. Last little thing, guys, if you want to trade with me, you can head over to the Discord. I'm going to go live again now for everybody within the Discord. We're going to be hunting our trade setups that looks like this, where we define a little bit more, go into depth, and it's the trades I take myself. So you're taking the trades that I take. And so if you want to do that, all you need to do is links in the video description. And if you want to have access to that and you don't want to upgrade, you want to have a free trial, open your account with Prime. Prime is today's video sponsor. And if you fund it with your trading capital, you will actually have and you claim access from all you need to do is just open account, fund, and come click on the claim button, and send me your user ID, you'll get access to everything from the investing pairing, investment trading, crypto trading, and as well as the crypto harmonic bot setups and so forth. So there you have it, guys. You have a lovely day. I'll see you in the afternoon stream where we're going to be looking at the hodl bags, and there you have it. You see you later. Cheers, guys. Bye bye.
I'll keep hustling.
Subscribe now.